What's good, world? It's your boy Stefan. If you have been checking out my stories in the past 5 minutes, you will see that your boy is hype. And I was wondering, what should we talk about today? And I think I know. What we're going to chat about. Because we got some things we got to address. We are going to talk about the the dancer turned professional fighter, Israel, the style bender, Adesanya. And we're going to talk a little bit about UFC 2, I think it's 243. I hope I did the right one. And we're going to talk about why dance, all right? Y'all know me. I always talk a lot about dancing, and I love me some mixed martial arts. And it just so happens that there was a professional fighter who did a dance right before he went out and became a world champion. And it's just a recipe for Steph in heaven, okay? So we're going to discuss this today. Let's chat. Israel Adesanya. Some of y'all know who he is if you watch the UFC. Some of y'all don't know. But this guy is a professional fighter and is now the UFC middleweight champion of the world. And the story of the style bender, Israel, the man, I don't really know much about his history in dance, but he used to spend time whenever he was younger dancing, and I think up until he was about 18 years old, he actually wanted to become a professional dancer. But for whatever reason, he decided to, welcome to the live stream, Todd. He decided to become a professional fighter and pursue a career in mixed martial arts instead. Okay, and I'm not sure exactly why he did that. But Israel Adesanya is one of the fastest growing mixed martial artists on the planet right now. Not only is he killing it in his fights, known for his striking, his fluidity, his movement, his creativity. He's known for his calmness in the cage. He's known for his mentality. He's known for thinking different. But this guy is also a star because the way he carries himself, people gravitate to this guy. Absolutely gravitate. What's up, Mr. Tony? Welcome to the live stream. The people gravitate to Mr. the Style Bender. So this guy, for those of you who don't know his history in mixed martial arts, is absolutely killing the game. All right? And he just won. I kind of lost my train of thought. But dude used to dance, wanted to become a professional dancer, and now is not only killing it as a mixed martial artist, all right, but he has this extra stuff to his swagger. He has something a little extra to his style, okay, that is really helping him excel and grow in the world and in his fan base of mixed martial arts. And I think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. And so, y'all know me. I like to dance. I love to dance. And I love mixed martial arts. I think it's crazy that we have another athlete who used to be a dancer, who used to spend his time practicing dance, out here crushing it, crushing the competition. So it makes me wonder, it makes you have to wonder, is there something about dance? Are there some little extra benefits in dance that we may have not been addressing as a collective? You gotta wonder. Y'all gotta go watch it. Go watch his walkout. Israel walked out. He had his homies dancing who used to be the guys who used to teach him how to dance. He had him start out with a little choreography. And then he walks out and does a little choreography, a little flip. You can see some of it in my stories. And absolutely so much swagger. Absolutely kills it. Absolutely kills it. And then he goes out and he just beats his competition. And so you got to wonder, what is it about dance? And he's talked about his dancing. He does dances after his little victories. He's talked about the importance of it. And you got to wonder, what is it about dance? And the crazy thing is Israel isn't the only athlete who's killing it. We got Giovanni Martinez. For those of you who don't know, he's in jiu-jitsu. Guy excelled really fast. Used to be a break dancer. Then he got into jiu-jitsu and excelled really fast in jiu-jitsu and attributes that to his breakdancing. We have Vasyl Lomachenko, one of the best boxers in the world, maybe one of the best boxers of all time, known for his matrix-like movement, known for his fluidity, known for his creativity and unpredictability. But you want to know something? Known for his footwork. You want to know something crazy about Vasyl? Is his father put him in dance, Ukrainian dance, whenever he was young. And I don't know how many years he would dance, but he spent some time dancing. And he attributes some of that ability to move to what he learned in dancing. There's another athlete that I'm forgetting about who used to dance. But, yeah, there's more of them. Okay? So there's something about dance, guys. I've been telling you this. I had a theory. I had a hypothesis. Me personally, let me share your own personal experience. I was going to share this in a specific video. I'll probably talk about this specifically in a separate video. Okay? But one of the things that made me fall in love with dance even more. One of the reasons why I chose to focus more on dance than other skill sets and passions that I may have. One of the main reasons why I stuck with it is because of how much it helped me in my jiu-jitsu and my mixed martial arts. No, I'm no world champion. Yeah. Israel's got me thinking about a different path, all right? Now I'm no world champion, okay? But I have excelled in mixed martial arts. I do have my own little flavor in my jiu-jitsu, okay? And I'm not even making this up myself. What happened is whenever I started practicing jiu-jitsu, I started learning that in high school. And I was involved with dance and theater in high school. And so sometimes I'd go a couple months of training jiu-jitsu, but I'd have to take a couple months off because I would be in a play or something. And then I would come back after the play was over and I would train again. And the thing is that what I noticed is that whenever I would come back, I wouldn't necessarily be better, but I wouldn't lose my touch in my jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't lose my touch in my jiu-jitsu and my mixed martial arts. But whenever other guys would take a couple months off and all they would do is lift weights and do the same old sprints and workouts, whenever they would take time off and then come back, they would lose their touch. And I got feedback from my teammates, all right, my training partners, and they would say, Stephen, your flow, your movement's so awesome, dude. Your movement's so good. Your footwork's so good. Your movement, your flow, your coordination. And they would always say it's because he's a dancer, it's because he's a dancer, it's because he's a dancer. And I was in my early 20s whenever I would hear this, so it didn't really click with me completely. But I got that from my training partners. So dance has helped me excel in my mixed martial arts and my jiu-jitsu as well. And then later in life, the past couple of years, I've done my research. I took the hypothesis of how much does dance really help with the body coordination and connection. And then I did the research and I turned my hypothesis into a theory whenever I learned that Giovanni Martinez, I just shared y'all about what he did earlier, shared with you what he did earlier. Whenever Israel Adesanya, I just shared with you what he accomplished. Whenever Vasyl Lomachenko, I just shared with you what he accomplished. Kobe Bryant, whenever he broke his ankle, to rehab his ankles, he took tap classes. And then I did a little bit more research into the power of dance and how it benefits the body, specifically freestyle dancing. Whenever we're talking about brain activity, whenever we're talking about mobility, coordination, maybe even higher levels of consciousness. I'm not going to get into that today. But I turned the hypothesis into a theory, and now, y'all, it's like, dang, it's almost proven. There is a power in dance. The benefits that dance gives us, it's going to, now I'm not downplaying the typical workouts, all right? I'm not downplaying that because there's an importance to the basics. There's an importance to that, the fundamentals of movement, just the push-up, the squat, the basic crunch. But what I found is we've been doing those same We've been taught those same type of crunches, the same type of push-ups, the same type of squats, and just doing the same repetitive workouts. Pretty much since like the 2nd grade. And what I found was in dance, you get to learn not only the basic fundamental movements, but you also learn more complex movements. You learn different movement patterns and what doing that does. And we're just talking about the movement patterns and the coordination. What doing that does is it works your brain better, right? It makes you more mobile. You're able to move from different, more organic positions. Now, like I said, let's not even get to talking about the flow state. Let's not to get to talking about the higher levels of consciousness, being in the present, being in the flow, being in the zone. Dance and freestyle is one of the ultimate forms of being in the flow state. And whenever we are in that flow state, whenever we are in that zone, magical things happen. Magical things happen. But I have to talk about that in a separate video. Miss Janae said, we weren't made to be robots or machines. You know, I gotta agree with you. What is a robot? What's a machine? I'm a machine. No. So, yes. And so for some people, dance, you know, that's just not their thing. They're never going to be in it. They never want to do it. That's okay. But for some of us who, whenever we listen to music and we want to bounce around, whenever we watch these videos on Instagram and YouTube and we want to be able to do the movements and move like that, whenever we admire breakdancers for their ability and their body control and their creativity, maybe that's a little signal that instead of doing the same P90X routine you've been doing for the past 5 years, instead of doing the same, I don't want to name drop programs because they're good in their own rights, okay? But instead of doing the same workouts that you've been taught from the 2nd grade, maybe take the time, take some of that energy and put it into learning how to dance a little bit. Put it into instead of spending all this energy just getting muscles, spend your energy a little bit, a part of your energy at least, into learning how to flow, learning how to be fluid, learning how to be upside down, all right, be inverted. So you can work from those movement patterns. Learn how to listen to music and let your body just move. Learn how to put yourself in that flow state, because when you do, you're going to get way, 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 way more benefits out of it than just lifting weights. You will get way more benefits out of it than just lifting weights. And I know this for a fact, guys, because for a long time I used to think that just getting muscles, getting really big muscles, meant that you were strong. And that was like the ultimate form of strength. But whenever I started practicing jiu-jitsu and my coaches started teaching me the ins and outs of leverage and using your opponent's energy and motion and joint manipulation and all this kind of stuff, I started to discover that, man, the big muscles. And whenever these guys, my coaches who aren't all big muscly, all right, and there's my training partners who are, some of them are my height and a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger. And there's guys of all different shapes and sizes out here working the big muscly dudes out here who aren't learning how to move their body, and they're just doing the muscly workouts. They're just doing the basic squats and the basic sprints. Whenever they're out here getting worked by little dudes like me on the mats, getting manhandled. Whenever my ass, who was working on strength for a long time, first stepped on the mats myself and got manhandled, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe this big muscly strength stuff ain't all the number one sign of real strength. So I want to encourage you guys to maybe, just maybe, sign up for a dance class. Maybe, just maybe, buy a little online dance program, do an online tutorial, get into flowing. Maybe, just maybe, Hire a personal trainer or a coach who will help you get in tune with your body and your mind. But not just by doing the same basic squats or slight variations of that, but by dancing. Miss Janae said, we are fluid, we flex, speak your mind, Stephen Clark. Yeah. I think I addressed everything that I wanted to talk about. Israel Adesanya, former dancer, now a UFC middleweight world champion. There's a lot of power in dancing. There's a lot of benefits in dancing. I encourage you guys, don't sleep on the power of dancing. Not everybody's going to be a professional dancer. That's okay. That's all right. But dance is universal. Babies do it. Kids do it. Maybe we should start adding it back into our life because maybe there's more benefits than we think. Possibly. If you want to learn more about dancing, you know who to talk to. Me or your local dance teacher. Yeah, I think I addressed everything. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up. If y'all need some help, you want to learn more, you know who to message, you know who to hit up. If you got questions, comments, leave them below or shoot me a message if you're more private. It's your boy Stephen. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. I'll see you on the next live stream. Peace.